U.S. officials say this is a matter of keeping air travelers safe. Let's take a closer look at the security impact with Mike Boyd. He is an aviation security analyst with Boyd Group Aviation Consulting. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Officials say, Mike, that this ban was based on intelligence. The U.S. and UK both have these bans now in place. What message is this sending to the world, and do you think more countries will do something similar?
They might. It's very clear once the British got on the train here, and once Canada started to look at it, there is some solid intel here that would indicate there's a reason for getting those laptops out of the cabin of an airplane. Now, we don't know what that is, and the fact of the matter is ACLU can do whatever they want to do, but when you have intelligence like this, you don't tell the world what you have and why you have it. So it would indicate to me there is something there. And from that, let's keep in mind, too, these countries to the U.S. are a minuscule part of the total travel picture. So it is an inconvenience, but this is the world we live in now.
Do you think current airport technology can even detect non-metal explosives hidden in electronics? Because some devices nowadays don't even have batteries that you can take out. These newer iPads, iPhones, they're already built in.
Right, and there's other parts of things. I think this has something to do with what you can do with it, what you can signal with it. But the fact of the matter is, look, here in the U.S., our security airport security has been a joke. So the issue is we have intel here. It is heartening to me to see that we're doing something. Maybe if we had done things like this 20 years ago, maybe 9/11 might not have happened.
You know, you mentioned convenience a moment ago. Convenience versus security, that's an argument being made here. Some are saying, look, we just read books years ago. We haven't always had computers on airplanes. It's a small price to pay for safety. Your thoughts on that?
Well, it really is. Although, I mean, if I couldn't use my laptop on the airplane or carry it with me, I'd go nuts. So I understand the consternation about this. But again, I think there's some reason for it. And this is not all across the board. It's from specific places that are different from what the temporary travel ban that Trump proposed a few weeks ago. So it says to me they found something.
What about the economic impact? You mentioned you like using your laptop. A lot of business travelers work on these long-haul flights. They account for a lot of the revenue some of these airlines see. Could we see airlines lose money and companies lose productivity from some of their business travelers working while they're in the air?
Well, if I traveled frequently between those countries and here, I'd have zero productivity. I understand that. But I think, and airlines might lose a little bit of revenue not selling, internet connections in the sky. I don't think it's going to be a major hit to the airline industry per se, but for people coming from those countries, particularly business travelers, this is going to be a more difficult 8 to 10-hour flight to get to JFK.
All right, Mike Boyd, we appreciate your insight. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, ma'am.